Hi friend, welcome back to my channel. I've run out of anime to watch, so I'm back. Stick to the end of the video to find out the animes that I do watch so that you can give me better recommendations. Another new setup again. I think I like this better. This is probably going to be the one for a minute. I'm carrying my mic for now until I get a little table here, but it's kind of fun. Anyway, let's talk about expectations versus reality of being a software developer. I'm basing this from my own opinion and some friends of mine who are also in tech. So this may not be everyone's experience. My expectations could be other people's reality and vice versa. But if you are new here, my name is Mandandor. I have a bachelor's of science in computer science and 2 minors in math and Africana studies. Miss Washington, US 2020. And currently competing in a few pageants this year, so stay tuned for that. But as everyone in the comments can attest to, I don't have my life together. So this channel is all about doing that and helping you along the way. And if that interests you, keep watching. Oh, this is a big one. I thought when I was graduating, I was done learning. I really thought like, okay, I closed the textbook and I was like, I'm done. I really thought I would just know it all. So when I went in there, it kind of fed into this whole like imposter syndrome thing. But I promise you, every day, like you never stop learning. And my professors did say that, but I wasn't fully prepared for that going into the real world. You're never going to stop learning. I don't care if you've been in this field for 20 years. There's always something new coming out. There's always an interesting technology, a new language that you might want to try. Granted, you're not going to be like, well, sometimes forced, but it's going to be different from when you're in school because you're not going to get a grade on it or anything like that. So there's no like extreme pressure. So it's a little more, dare I say, fun. Even last week, I was at our sprint planning meeting and my supervisor was like, all right, so we're going to start using layerable vapor. And I was like, vape? A vape? I've heard of it, but I've never actually used it. So stuff like that happens. A friend of mine had to learn cybersecurity, which is a totally different field. A friend of mine at another company had to learn mobile application development, which is, again, like another country in Africa. Remember my analogy? Ow. So you're never going to be bored. Promise. The expectation I had when I was in college and about to go into industry was that I was going to be coding all the time. I thought that's just how companies work, right? We just do projects and homework and leave. But then once, I'm a big girl, it's just gonna be all the time. Now, in reality, programming is probably the same as when you're in school or in a boot camp or self-taught. It's a lot of thinking and processing and debugging. That's going to be like half of your time. At least you should make it half of your time, because the more you map out exactly how you're going to program something, the less time you'll spend coding. Yeah, I'm not just sitting here writing code 8 hours straight. Y'all, I gave myself hime bangs and didn't prepare for a side flip. Please ignore that my hair is in different lengths. Next, you're gonna be inspired every single day. This is not the case. Sometimes I'm just trying to get in there, get my task done, and leave. This is one of those days, okay? Especially because of the year we had last year. It was really hard to stay inspired and not depressed. So you're not gonna just wake up every single day and be extremely motivated and extremely inspired to write 100 lines of code. Sometimes you just gotta take it easy. Sometimes it's just gonna be a research day, a debugging day, something light. Another expectation was that I thought that coding would be easy after that, or that I would know everything. No. Especially when you're new. I don't think there's an exception to this rule. I mean, there probably is one or two Ricks out there, but the majority of you who get your first job, then the learning curve will be steep. And I'm speaking in terms of you're going to be learning a completely new project. So you need to know all those files, where this route is being called, where this API lives, and all the directories. And then you're going to be looking at different schema in the database. So company culture, hierarchy in the companies. So it's going to be a lot to learn, which is why you get a grace period when you're at a company. At least a good company will give you a grace period. Companies do not expect you to know everything when you first start. You get usually like maybe 3 months to even a year sometimes, or sometimes it never stops. They'll always give you that learning curve so long as you are actually actively trying to learn and are getting better. All right, another expectation was that I thought it was gonna be like fast-paced, exciting meetings, and like I'd be super excited to be in these meetings and just, stuff that I see in movies. But the reality is, it is fun in the beginning, but after a while, it's like, I know that meeting, because this could have been emailed. Ow. Your weeks they fluctuate. So some days will be slow, some days will be quick, especially depending on what period you guys are in the launch phase of whatever project that you're working on. And the last expectation that I have is that I would be in and out of the office. It would be a walk in and walk out. Now, again, I'm going to always say this, but it really depends on your company, because tech is kind of notorious for not having the greatest work-life balance. So sometimes you're going to be working weekends. A friend of mine just had to work a whole weekend, and I was like, can't be me. As hardline as I am with the work-life balance, there's still times where I'm done for the day and I'm still thinking about what I have to do next. I have a bad habit, especially when I was in college, of dreaming of solving the problem. I mean, I'd wake up and I'd have a solution, but that's not good quality sleep. You don't want to be coding in your dreams. That's not the wave. So try and set up systems that will help you balance work and life in an efficient way and what serves you. Maybe you do want to work a little bit more. I don't recommend that because you will reach burnout faster, but you know your mind better than I do. I'm just a little African girl talking to you from a screen. But I hope those expectations kind of bring you down to reality a little bit more. Again, it depends on the company. But what you can count on that meets expectations is Skillshare. That's who's smooth. So I forced my nephew to use Skillshare only because I found this class that is such an amazing introduction to web development and basically explains everything that you need to know. Everything. So I have him on Skillshare. I'm on Skillshare, my brother's on Skillshare, but not for programming. If you don't know what Skillshare is though, it's an online learning community that offers super quick classes that you can watch from anywhere. I mainly use it for programming, but you can use it for productivity, artsy stuff, confidence, pretty much anything. I'm trying to get better at JavaScript every day since I was classically trained in backend and became a full stack developer. So I recently retook the JavaScript Toolkit class, which I highly recommend. So I've linked both of those classes below. Try them out, especially the web development class if you're trying to get into web development. And their yearly membership is less than $10 a month. So, I mean, I think it's worth it, but obviously you'll be the judge of that. So let me know how you like it. The first 1,000 friends to click on the link in the description will get 30% off an annual premium membership. So even if you've already had the free trial, you can still get the 30% off and enjoy a full year of unlimited creativity. You're welcome. I'm here to please. And that's it, friend. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. It's midnight, but y'all already know me. Also, again, please leave any anime suggestions below because I am desperate at this point. I might rewatch Hunter x Hunter. But for context, my favorite animes are Naruto Shippuden, Hunter x Hunter, Yu Yu Hakusho, Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, Attack on Titan. If there's a tournament, I am there. But I also love really dark concepts. I liked Erased, Blood by K, Battlefront. Why am I sitting here talking about animes at midnight. Let me know what I should watch below, and I'll see you in the next video, friend. Bye. Take care of your mental health. Don't give me random stuff, and I'm not into waifus.